life.
You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new watch.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the New Watch. We'll take it from here. I'm Jimmy, and with us, as always, Mr. Tony York.
Happy motherfucking Friday, people.
Oh, yes, the end.
Fridays, we're here.
Yeah, the end of the week.
I know not one of us believed that Jimmy would make it 2 days in a row, but the
Hey,
fates have smiled on him, and he didn't need to accumulate bail.
I resemble that remark. But hey, no, seriously though, I don't, because I was doing really, really good. We had weeks in a row.
Until you wasn't.
Yeah, that's how that happens, you know. You could always trust somebody until you can't. Well, you know,
It was fucking boring as hell.
I'm sorry. I'm here to bring a little bit of light back into everybody's lives. All two of us, me and Tony watching.
I was on a podcast that I watch on Monday, Fridays, or now it's just Mondays and Fridays. He's fucking reliable too.
You got to speak up a little bit, Tony, but I heard the unreliable
Sorry.
part. You're good.
I was watching a podcast earlier this morning that I usually watch before the show, and a lady that I talk to now and again is asking about the show, and I told her, and she says, maybe I'll come and check it out. I said, well, because I know this chick is a real heavy Bible thumper. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I've known her for a couple of years. I said, be prepared to be offended.
Did you tell her
You
that
come-
did you tell her you battle a Catholic on an almost daily basis?
No. I said, if you come in here and you leave and you're not offended, then I've screwed up.
Hmm.
She says, oh, I get that. No, you don't.
Not yet. You will. She probably won't listen. She was probably just being nice to you. Go,
Okay.
yeah, I'll listen. I'm just kidding, Tony. I'm sure she liked you.
Don't me one way or another.
Oh, shit. Good morning, gunmetal guy, I guess. And you're goddamn
Finally
right.
got my fucking yard mowed.
Ooh, how does that look? How did that work out for you?
Oh, it took all 3 goddamn mowers to get the job done.
Running in at the same time, or?
No, trying to keep one fucking running.
Oh, that that sounds like a pain in the ass.
Numerous belts and other shit. Oh, goddamn, what a bitch. And of course, you know, it's fucking hotter than hell.
I don't see why you didn't just hire some Mexican Americans. They
Because we
like
don't allow
tacos.
Mexicans here.
They like taco. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. They're in the KKK belt of the world. I forgot.
That's right.
Oh shit.
We don't allow Mexicans nor Negroes.
Picking strawberries and cutting the grass of white people.
No, hell, my yard's not very big. Honestly, if my Dixon is running right, I can mow the whole damn yard in probably 20 minutes.
Oh, you said Dick's son. I thought you said Dick. I thought you were just about to measure the yard, like compare it to your dick. Like if my
No.
dick's in the ground right here, and fucking.
My Dixon GTR lawnmower.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh shit.
it takes a lot longer on those Cub Cadets because You got to do a lot more work steering and backing up, make corners and shit like that. There's a lot of that shit. Dixie, you know,
Uh,
that fucker will turn around right on the spot. But I
yeah.
was out mowing. I got the big mower running, got the belt on. Both my arms look like I've been in a fucking machete fight now because I get really bad skin lesions when I rub my skin on anything because I take a fucking blood thinner and I'm a diabetic. Uh,
And you're old.
I got the big one running. I took it out and I mowed for about another 5 minutes with it, and the fucker just quit.
Oh my God, that would. You were out there for, you said, a couple minutes going
Yeah,
already. I would have been infuriated. I would have threw that motherfucker or something, man.
I couldn't throw it if I wanted to.
Mm,
Fucker
I,
probably weighs 1,000 pounds.
oh well, I would have hit it with my fucking car or something. I would have definitely
So
let it know I was disappointed.
I come in here and I get the. Which the hell one did I get? I got the Dixon out and finished mowing up the little spot that I had left with the Dixon, even though I still need to do the carb kit. But it was running good enough to mow.
Uh,
And I went out about an hour later, and it's hot then. And I'm looking at it, trying to figure out what the hell is going on with it. And I look down in, and I see the fuel lines pulled off the carburetor. And I'm like, how in the fuck? Because this thing is all enclosed. There's no way a branch got in it or something.
yeah, right.
I tried to put it back on, and the line's about an inch too damn short.
Story of my life.
I'm like, how in the fuck did this motherfucker get this goddamn line on this thing in the first place? So fortunately, I had line here, and I put a piece of line on it. Now I think we're good to go.
Nice. Shawnee says he. Oh, good morning, Ozzy. Good morning, gunmetal guy. I think I said already. And good morning, Shawnee. He says they're having puppies again. Is this an
Morning, guys.
ax? Is this an accident? An
Yes, it
accidental?
was an accident.
Oh God.
Because when I mentioned it like a week ago, he said, "There's no way."
You got to give your dog pepper spray when you let her out loose and fucking play. Or was it one of his dogs that did it?
I'm sure it's one of his. I don't think he lets him loose.
Oh, I was gonna say either you need to give her pepper spray or sit down and have a talk to her about being a whore. One or the other. My dog's a whore. When she gets in heat, she just gets to fucking waving her ass around into the air and shit. Kind of feel bad for Fat Boy, man. Fucking bitch. The last three times were accidents. Oh, well, yeah, but I mean, hey, listen. The inside of that dog is getting worked the fuck out. Don't get me wrong, but it's good for you, 'cause I mean, every litter's what, a few grand,
Money.
couple grand, few grand, something like that. Them are expensive dogs, ain't it? If I'm not mistaken.
I fixed that shit with my dog. Cost
Oh.
me $120, I think, and my daughter paid that. Cost me nothing.
Yeah. You know, just for the fuck of it, my wife looked into getting the girl dog fixed, and I guess because she's already had, however many heats or whatever, and however many litters, they're trying to charge me like $400 to get this bitch sewed up.
Uh, Check out your local humane society. See if they offer something, because that's how we did it. Otherwise, it would have cost us. Uh, Fuck, they're wanting $500. Cut this mail around here.
Yeah.
If you're out of your goddamn mind, I'll do it my friggin' self before I pay $500. Would have helped
Yeah.
my
No
strop.
shit. Yeah. Right. Where at? I got a
I've done
fucking
it with
clippers.
hogs.
Yeah, I got a clippers, or just rubber band them. Rubber band them shits up
I
for
don't
a
want to
couple
make him
days.
suffer. I don't want to make him suffer.
Give him some fucking Klonopin or whatever the fuck. I didn't know
No,
you and Jimmy was that close. Well, welcome to the world, man.
I the vet that I took him to get the rabies shots down by my daughter's place said he'd do it for like $100.
Mm, he said hard.
Then another 50. You know, it's gonna cost me like 100, $200 to get both dog shots and him fixed.
Oh fuck. Yeah, dogs are an expensive fucking hobby.
Oh yeah, here they want fucking like they're talking $800 to get the shots and fixed because they want to do a whole bunch of other shit with them. Like this is a fucking dog. This ain't a kid.
Yeah, you're treating this motherfucker as if, yeah, he
Fuck,
says
I'll
it's
go over and have my fucking physician do it. It'd be cheaper than you cocksucker.
he says it's hard to find fucking buyers with the current economy. And I feel you on that because I had somebody when I just had this last litter of pit bulls. I had somebody offer me a fucking Frenchie, a French bulldog, and I don't know if you're familiar with them motherfuckers or their prices, but they go from anywhere to a, a the dirtiest piece of shit French bulldog goes for like $2,500. The fucking all the way up to I think I want to say around 10 grand. So somebody offered me a French bulldog, one French bulldog for one pit bull. I had to turn it down, man, because I know no. First of all, the dog that he had was a year old, and nobody was gonna buy. Ain't nobody buying it off of him. What the fuck luck am I gonna have? So I'm like, nah. But that was a deal of a lifetime, though, man.
No, but if it could have had puppies, you might have been all right.
Yeah, between 2 and 5K for a good one. Okay, well then I'm sure I trust me. I know people that exaggerate a lot, so I'm sure that it was a fucking that 25 to 10 is a little off. But yeah, it's hard getting dogs off nowadays, even for $200. Jesus Christ, they want a deal at that. Like you already got it. That is the deal. The price is the deal, faggot.
Well, you know, if you have 6 dogs, $200, that's still $1,200. That's a fucking gun.
Yeah, oh yeah. I haven't made less than a. Well, oh no, I'm sorry. Except for that one time that she only had fucking. This time she only had four. The last time she only had fucking three. So that one I didn't make much off of. But whatever, man. I think that her body's been worked too much that she's not having a bigger litter like she used to in the good old days. Oh yeah. Listen, so hey, you're laughing, but I saw a buddy of mine made a buddy of his jerk his dog off so he could fucking so he like started fucking for the dog pretty much.
I ain't
He got his dick
ever
hard.
been that much of a friend to anybody.
Nah, I would have to pass. I'd have to pass. Like, listen, if you can't get it in there, that's your problem, bud. But I seen this whole thing because I knew this one dude, Mexican dude, was a fucking dog breeder, and I seen him have the like little stirrup things where you can lock the dog's head. It almost looks like a thing you lock cattle into. And you just lock that motherfucker in there with its ass up in the air and fucking send in a male dog. Let them do
I
their
uh,
business. I think that's rape, but
I just after having them puppies here, I just decided I don't want no fucking puppies.
nah, they're pain in the dick. It ain't worth the money sometimes.
Well, these would be a situation where, while they're very valuable dogs, they're not so much valuable here.
Right.
You know, there's the dogs have a pretty good value amongst coon hunters because they're or hog hunters because they're really good at hunting hog. Because that's really what they were bred to do.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Uh,
the dog. Well, the and all like different dogs have their different fucking purposes and different uses and different reasons why people would buy them and all that shit. So I mean, it's kind of almost like art in a way. Like it's worth whatever somebody's willing to pay for it. Even though there is set prices for certain dogs, but I
the
don't know. It's worth whatever you pay.
Catahoulas, the Catahoulas can be trained to track hunt stuff like coons. You know, they will do it, but it's not a natural instinct. I mean, as far as the animal,
But then as soon
they,
as you go to fucking shoot the motherfucker, the dog's gonna be halfway back to the house then, right?
yep. I mean, these dogs will tree. They tree squirrels out here all the time.
Oh, really?
And I was just telling the bitch, I seen her up standing up in the tree, kind of whimpering at a squirrel because she's got a bark collar. She knows better. Uh, I said, if I thought you would actually do that in the woods, I would take you squirrel hunting with me. But I know how that's going to work.
Sean says in humans it's rape, and for animals it's exotic breeding. Time, time for me to start identifying as a fucking dog.
Speaking of rape, we just got a new law out here in Illinois that says that a woman who's under the influence of alcohol or drugs is unable to give consent.
Fucking liberals. Yeah, I mean, listen, if a lady is fucking sloppy drunk and falling, first of all, for me personally, that's always been a turnoff. I hate a sloppy drunk bitch. It's
Yeah,
nothing
but
grosser.
the way they read this, it's if she has beer.
Oh, oh shit. Well, that sucks. No more going to
What do
bars to
you
pick people up. That lady can say you raped her the next day.
you got to carry a fucking breathalyzer with you?
No, a camera. This is the reason now why fucking everybody needs to start making their own sex tapes. Not for fucking funsies, not to show your buddies, but for proof. Hey, look, isn't this consent? Get a laser pointer out, start showing all the little different fucking like, okay, so see right here, I double
That's
checked.
her with her hands in my pants.
This is her walking the line between the carpet and the wood floor. I'm doing all the sobriety checks.
Standing on one foot, touching her nose.
Yeah, following my fucking pen with her eyes and shit. Did you see David Kochner get fucking DUI'd? He got DUI'd. The guy from, you ever seen Anchorman? He's probably in other shit too.
I have seen bits and pieces.
The fat
I
bald guy.
don't like Ron Burgundy at all.
Yeah, what was the fat bald guy? It was his friend, Champ.
That could have been you. I mean, that could have been anybody.
Whatever, motherfucker. But anyway, he got DUI. That was kind of funny watching that happen. Um, let's see, what else do we got going on here? The best dog I ever had was a mutt, half husky, half Malamute. Yeah, I don't know. The best dog I've ever. No, lies, lies. The best dog I ever had was a Samoyed. Might have been
Best
because when I was a kid, but I don't know. That was the best dog I ever had.
best dog I ever had was there's two of them that would be tied. One was a Chow who hated everybody, which I loved the dog because I hate everybody too. And then the next one would have been a border collie who was so fucking smart that he understood the difference between playing with a kid and playing with a toddler.
Yeah, my pit bulls know that though.
He would have he'd let the granddaughter when she'd come out to play with him, he would just lay down and let her crawl around on him. The grandson, who was 4 or 5 years old at the time, he'd knock him down and just wrestle the fuck out of him. Completely different between the two kids.
Yeah, I swear, yeah, I don't know. Dogs are weird like that, but yeah. So I guess if we're cutting it into two, Samoyed's my first favorite, and then pit bulls have to be my second because I've only really owned pit bulls. I had a rot, but I didn't really like it that much.
If I was going to tag one at the top of my list for best dog I had, it would have been that first blue tick coonhound. But that's
Did you actually use that dog, or was it just like
oh
a
fuck
pet?
yes I did.
Oh, okay, that's tight. That's cool. Yeah.
He was well trained, and that's a part of why he was so memorable. I could let him loose on his chain and tell him to go get in the car, and he'd go get in the back of the truck or in the trunk of a car if it was open, go hunting.
Mm.
Then when you got done hunting, clip the lead on him, tell him go to the truck. He'd lead you out of the freaking woods into the truck. He let us out one time. We got lost.
What, just
Uh,
following him around? He got lost?
we got lost. We
Oh,
were
he
hunting.
got
And,
he got you unlost.
yeah, he got his son lost. He went back to the truck. We had no idea where the fuck we was at. We wasn't lost where there was any danger. I mean, we was in an area that was probably 300 or 400 acre patch, so it wasn't huge.
Oh yeah, you would have figured it out.
But we got back in there, and the canopy was so dense you couldn't see the sky, so you had really no inkling of direction. Uh, so, and he let us right out. If I could get another coon dog like that, I would consider coon hunting. Because he would go out there and he would go get the coon and bring it back to me. And I could just stand around the fire. I'm lying, but it sounds good.
Oh, Sean's gonna talk about that tonight on the War Room. God damn it, Sean fucking Connery.
What?
I had that marked down in my nose. 2 Americans got captured over there in fucking Ukraine.
Well, fuck, if you're going over there to war, what the fuck do you expect?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, captured or killed or win, but I don't think there's any winning in sight yet.
I seen this morning somewhere where there was a doctor that's been over there for. She was over there before the war started, and she stayed in there right on the front lines.
Yeah. Well, my brother-in-law last night, fucking, we were talking about it, and I was like, because I mentioned, I didn't mention the show because, but I mentioned what we were talking about on the show. I was like, yeah, it's hard. He brought up the Russia thing. I was like, it's hard to fucking, tell whose side do you want to be on, the Nazi sympathizers or the fucking communists? And he was
Well,
like, I don't know. I stand with Ukraine, and I was like, well, Nazi sympathizers then.
I I understand the being embarrassed and not telling anybody about the show. It took me like a year.
Oh no, this is the fucking guy with the whole this is my safety telling me the Blackhawks down story that I wouldn't want him listening because then he'd be in the comments commenting and he'd be one of those know-it-all fucking guys and I would just hate it.
Great.
I'm not embarrassed or shit. I tell people that I'm on here fucking around all the time. They just don't care. They get to hear it from me in real life, so they don't want to hear it on the fucking internet.
Well, I really think the people that go into that one podcast I was talking about would be surprised because
I mean, we are
I
informative
keep
from
it
time to time.
really clean. Well, it was talking about why this dude's channel got bumped because he
Yeah.
was using somebody claimed to be copyright. I'm like, we get fucking bumped about 6 times a fucking year.
Yeah. Oh, easily. Into a whole nother channel. We got to ban evade. We have to YouTube ban evade.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I was talking about. We got banned about 6 times a fucking year.
I hope they don't fucking catch that in the translations later on. YouTube, I'm just joking. YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. Matter of fact, if you listen. Dakota
We ain't
passed.
joking. COVID, Biden
No,
sucks.
it's
Fuck off YouTube.
dog. Dakota passed in 2014. He was 14 years old. God damn, that's old. He only knew one trick. I would ask him to look stupid and he would nail it. Hell yeah. All right, Tony, I put this video on. Let's talk about the First Amendment for a second. Hey, keep it down in
Okay.
there. Fuck. Fucking wife's off work and she thinks she could just cough, fucking make noises all she wants. All right. I'm gonna play the video. Do you want to play it again on your end, or you just want to fucking whatever?
Fuck it. I'll pretend like I hear it.
Okay, cool. 3, 2, uno.
This is not only about our First Amendment right to speak.
But here's the thing about the First Amendment. The First Amendment protects free speech. It doesn't protect lies that amount to defamation, and that was the issue in the case.
Yes, exactly. You can't go into the free speech does not protect you if you go into a crowded theater and you scream fire. We get the concept of free speech from the Greeks. My
She's so
understanding of what that
oblivious.
means is not just
And
the freedom to speak.
we get the concept of free speech from the Greeks, Tony. Did you know that? Did you know that? And not democracy, free speech. My people did this. All right.
It's a freedom to speak truth to power.
It's a freedom to
But
speak
truth is the
truth to
word.
power.
And
Yes.
that was the issue.
And that's all I spoke. And I spoke it to power, and I paid the price.
You
Power?
gotta love a fucking idiot who is so fucking wrong.
Yeah, caught, dead to rights.
And she's trying to put out an honest explanation of something that she genuinely seems to not understand.
No, just like the different, but yeah, but you got to think this is the same lady that fucking don't understand the difference between pledged and donated.
The free speech is only to protect you from the government interfering with your ability to say shit. Nothing else.
Yes, and there's consequences. It's not. Now, by the way, you're correct. Excuse me. It doesn't give people the right to just say whatever they want to say, but there are consequences still. Just like we talked about before, racism. You want to be racist right to somebody's face. They might enact consequences on you. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always a consequence for whatever you say, and especially if you lie to fucking an entire courtroom. I'm surprised. I think it's just going to be too much of a pain in the ass to get her on perjury, so I don't think they're going to do it. But I would love to see this bitch do some jail time. A week. A week I'd be perfect with that.
I don't give a shit. I just want her to fucking go away.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, and that at the end of the
You
day, that's
realize
it. You're an actor. Shut the fuck up and act.
she gets a trial for perjury. You get to see that. Then you get to see her being convicted. Then you get to see her being hauled to fucking jail. Then you get to see her be talked to in jail by attorneys and whatnot, trying to get her ass out. Then when she does get out, you get to see her get released. And there'll be endless interviews of how horrible jail life was because of Johnny Depp.
I don't see why it does. I would, if I was Johnny Depp, I'd keep suing this bitch. I would never
I would
expect.
too.
I would never expect her to pay me anything. I don't think Johnny Depp expects anything out of this broke bitch. But what I do think, what I would keep doing though, is be like, hey, listen, you can't keep talking about me in public, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, come on, get the fucking picture.
I would certainly do it a couple of times anyway because, you don't want to get it to the point where people start thinking he's just a whiny fucking bitch too,
No, like, oh, she did it
even though he
again.
may be.
And she's defaming. If anybody out there has any interest in this at all, I would suggest watching the Today Show interview. They finally put the whole 8-minute thing that they had to stretch out between 3 days, but it's out now.
It was
Fucking
too hard to watch.
yeah, I could. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, if you sit there and watch through the whole thing, it's fucking. You're just listening to this lady lie and cover up her lie. It's funny too, because you could see a couple of the questions, because the interviewer's pushing back. So when a couple of the questions, you could actually see fucking Amber Heard's gears turning in her head, like.
Well, she's forever trying to be the victim.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
bitch, you're the victim of your own fucking stupidity.
well, I mean, think about this too, Tony. She's obviously, she went into acting, so fame is something that she's probably wanted for a long time. But the sad, crazy, and ironic part about this whole shit is that she's more famous for fucking this than any of her. I can only name one Amber Heard movie. It's Pineapple Express, and the only reason that I know or remember that she was in it is because they brought it up during the fucking trial. I was like, oh yeah,
She
that's
was
right.
in one of the Marvel movies.
Yeah, I never seen that. I don't watch that. I don't
Well, I
watch
didn't
that
either. I
shit.
just heard it.
Yeah, I don't watch
You
that
know, the
shit. Go ahead.
I was gonna say something, I forgot.
It started off with, you know.
Yeah, most of the shit I say starts off like that.
I don't. I was saying how she wasn't famous for shit. She's more famous for this shit than she is for anything movie related. I don't know if that helps.
I still wish she'd just fucking go away. I really do, because she's digging her fucking hole.
Oh yeah, she's
But
going after the jury now.
they're not gonna. I don't think that the media will let her dig herself into.
It seems like they are. This interview fucking kind of went all in on her, but then they let her answer questions like it was gonna. When you first start watching this, you think it's gonna be a puff piece. You think it's gonna be something where they're like fucking on her nuts and say how good she is and all this other shit. But fucking, it ain't. The lady pushes back. Fucking, she kind of like goes
She
against her and makes her think.
she might have slept with her husband. You know, you never can tell.
It's possible, yeah. Um, but I don't know, man. I just
You
think
know,
that it's a good thing. Fuck Amber Heard and Johnny Depp personally. Like I don't care about them, but I think that this is just a good a deep dive into women that have been doing this kind of shit for fucking ever.
do you think that if this was somebody like, oh, pick an ugly one, fucking Ruth Buzzy,
Ruth
that
Buzzy. What the
you don't
fuck
know who
is
that
that?
is?
Nah, Gilligan's Island or some shit. I don't
No,
know. What did she do? What
she
would I
did a
know, Ruth?
bunch of fucking TV shows.
Oh yeah, nah.
Uh, pick yeah, like somebody that looks like Roseanne Barr.
There we go, Roseanne.
If
That's
Amber if Amber Heard uh, looked like Roseanne, do you think she'd have been on fucking TV all the time?
Tony. I don't think she would have got. I think that her dick sucking skills and the fact that she is at least way more attractive than her sister. I think that's the only reason she's in Hollywood. I think that's the only reason
In
she
Netflix,
landed any role. I think that's the only reason she landed any roles. All that shit. I don't think she, because obviously, I mean, if you watched even clips from this court case, clips are probably better because you catch them like, you don't have to sit there and watch. But uh, she's a horrible actor. She's not a good actor. Not good at all.
well, you know, she she's trying to ride that fucking victim thing, and she's either so fucking bad as an actor, she's just fucking stupid
Shit.
that she can't even come close to pulling it off. She can't even make it even slightly fucking believable. And you know that probably some of the shit was actually fucking true, and you still don't believe it.
No, yeah, and I'm sure. We were talking about this earlier. I'm sure that. Listen, Johnny Depp's a junkie. Okay, still active junkie. At the time they were together, I'm pretty sure Heard was on her
But
fucking fair share of drugs too.
leave the fucking dope out of it. I mean, two sober human beings in a relationship like that are bound to try weird shit.
Yeah,
I know me and the old lady tried lots of shit.
yeah,
I'm not going into it on live show because my
but we know.
children
Yeah,
may hear this.
yeah.
But, you know, experiment is part of humanity.
What up,
But
sexy? Yeah, I was saying this back in the day. Fairs would have sideshows. One of them was dancing chicken. They would put a hot plate under the box and put the chicken on the box. The heat would make it dance. Actors are nothing more than dancing chickens, and I think we've been over that quite a few times before. But I'm hoping though, because you got to also put into perspective the fucking cattle mentality that we have out there, that herd mentality, the hive mind. So people are gonna
well,
see this and be like, okay, this is getting out into the open now that women do shit like this. Some people are acting like this is the first fucking time this ever happened.
obviously either that's a fucking woman or it's a guy who's never been with a fucking woman
Yeah,
ever.
no shit. No shit.
Uh,
I know that at least a few of my relationships, some threats along those lines. You know, I could just
I
call the police right now and say whatever I want to say, right? Jimmy.
I can tell you that from the time I was probably 15 years old, that I knew that you really had to pay attention to what you was doing with women,
Right.
or more specifically, pay attention to what they were doing.
Right. Well, my point with the drugs is that they were probably both out of their fucking gourds half of the time, and it was probably a fairly abusive relationship.
Yeah, but what I was getting at was that some of the shit that he they probably did probably wasn't abuse. It was probably just kinky shit.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, like
And she's
fucking her with a
trying to.
bottle.
Don't think me and the old lady ever tried that.
I've tried that before. Not with the old lady though. Not with my wife, but I have tried that before.
I don't know if I have. I can't. I don't remember trying that. Usually, I was too busy drinking the bottle.
Well, if you look at the fucking the very top of the Hennessy bottle, it's very penis shaped. And when you're drunk and you know sitting there with a naked pussy right in front of you, you get to thinking
Now,
sometimes.
next time I hear a chick ask for a long neck, I'm gonna wonder.
Yeah, that's it too. But you keep the cap on, because I don't know how that air suction works, and you don't want to kill the bitch on accident. So I don't know. Keep that cap on. You don't want to suck out any ovaries on accident or whatever. However that reverse suction works.
That there's ways to fix that. Stick a straw in there too.
Just shove it back in.
Fuck it,
Whoops.
you keep it.
Yeah, a little souvenir. A little souvenir. Remember you buy, bitch.
Now I would imagine that you'd have a problem if you tried to empty that Hennessy bottle into it. There
Em-
might be some suction issues there.
oh yeah, huh? Oh yeah, yeah, yep. I can see that. But now, if you just opened it with your fingers and then poured it in there, kind of like waterfalled it in there instead of,
Right, or use the transmission fluid funnel.
yeah, oh, that too. That too. Just watch it bubble on in there. And then you could slurp it out. That'd be fucking, you know what? I think that we just figured out what we're doing Saturday night. Oh,
Well,
shit.
it's either Pepsi or bottled water here, so
Pepsi would be interesting. I would like to see the carbonation effect. That would be interesting.
afraid she would complain, and I don't want to waste damn Pepsi. Besides, I'm diabetic, man. I got to be careful on the sugar intake.
She'd complain. The fizzle. It doesn't feel good, Tony. All right, we're not going to tell your kids might be listening. Let's stop this.
Yeah, you might as well figure out that it don't matter. I'm going to fucking spill it anyway.
Yeah. She'd be queefing big time. Yeah, yeah.
Wes, you did not hear any of this.
She, Sexy says she'd be queefing big time, and I just imagine the bitch walking to the room or walking from the room to the bathroom, just. All right. Racism in the 2A community, Tony.
All right.
Let's make it. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that one out loud either. Yeah. Whew. All right. What I don't know what the fuck I wanted to even talk about with this shit now. I have to look at my notes. You guys threw me all the way off right now.
Well, now, like I said, if back in the day, before we realized that Negroes were human,
I like, yeah. Mhm.
there might have been an issue, but once we figured out that they're human, they got the same rights as every other human. Maybe a
Uh,
little later in the South, but
yeah. What was I was saying? So yeah, it only took us 100 or so, a little less than 100 years to figure that out. But
200 in the South.
200 in the South. Wait, I thought the. Oh well, yeah. Some of the South hasn't even figured it out yet.
Well, they kind of stopped hanging them on them.
In public. I'm sure they still have their parties. Amendment.
I know. Of all of that kind of stuff that you hear about, that one kid they tied up and drug around the back of a pickup truck down gravel roads, man, really made me sick to my stomach to hear that.
All right, our
This would have
fucking.
been probably mid 80s, maybe up to the early 90s ish. But they grabbed this black kid for some reason. It was one of those he talked to my girlfriend or my whistled at my white girlfriend. They killed him.
I thought this was a little bit more recent, but it's from fucking 2021. Cause I clicked on it from the Google Sheets, but I got it on my phone, and when it's on my phone, the date is just right there, unignorable, and this is from July 2021.
What?
The
Show
article.
prep, I said nigger.
Yeah. Wait, who's what?
Sexy saying, oh my God, Tony said the N word. I can
Demences.
get the hard R. I was trying to be somewhat nice.
I think
Fucking.
Mad Sexy, first of all, was being sarcastic, and second of all, baited you into saying the N word. So, you know, he kind of got both of his way right there.
Yeah, whatever.
It's all right. Everybody knows. Do black, do
I got a
black.
pointy white hat somewhere, I'm sure.
Oh, right there in the fucking little tote box. Do black Americans have the rights to bear arms? Anti-blackness determined the inclusion of the Second Amendment in the Bill of Rights and has informed the unequal and racist application of gun laws. With 230 I almost felt like I kind of did that. Anti-blackness determined in the inclusion of the Second Amendment in the Bill of the Rights and has formed unequal and racist application of gun laws. hmm With
Hey,
233. What? Go ahead.
if y'all motherfuckers would get your committing crime rate down to the percentage of the population you're at instead of 4 fucking times it, you might have a little easier life.
Yeah. 13% of the population,
Yes.
83% of the. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Statistics are racist, Tony. Let's start there. Um,
the truth can be.
with 233 mass shootings so far this year, the issue of gun violence in the U.S. is all too familiar. Tragic events like the Pulse nightclub, Parkland, blah, 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 blah. The gun violence epidemic continues to spark debate about the Second Amendment and who has the right to bear arms. I feel like that part is pretty self-explanatory. It says it right the fuck in there. If you're a person, you're a human being with a beating heart, motherfucker, that's you. You can have a gun. And you can
If
have a
you're
gun?
entitled to the protections of the Constitution and Bill of Rights, one of them, you're entitled to all of them.
Yeah. This dog not allowed to have guns because the Bill of Rights doesn't concern her. But any human can. So the Second Amendment is speciesist, but that's it. And that's just because they don't have thumbs that work. Throughout the history of this country, the rhetoric of gun rights has been selectively manipulated and utilized to inflame white racial anxiety and to frame blackness as an inherent threat.
Oh, what fucking bullshit. That
Listen.
was intended to take care of British anxiety.
Yeah, no shit. But see, now listen, and then they forget they don't even mention how many there were black people that were free and there were black people that were slaves that were involved in the fucking revolution.
You know, those Uncle Toms don't count.
Well,
They
yeah,
ain't real black.
whatever, man. Whatever. They face the
That's what
same
they
scrutiny.
say.
I know that. They say the same thing about light-skinned blacks, the same thing about the fucking the house, you know, and all that shit. I know. They say that. I understand that. But the thing is though, is that for for any group of people to be so fucking uh so like hard up on racism and all this other shit, why in the fuck do you continue to talk about if we stop bringing race into shit and we stopped making race an issue, are there still some authority figures that are going to have their fucking, past in their fucking mind, whatever their past stereotypes, whatever, cops, politicians, sure, of course, sure, but it all starts with the people. It starts with us, and if we keep perpetuating their fucking goals and their agendas and their rhetoric, then it's what the fuck? Why don't we just all give up now?
I don't think we're perpetuating near as much as just reacting to their
No, no,
perpetuation.
no, no, not us. Why would the group of people that's so goddamn concerned about racism and how it's horrible keep fucking perpetuating it? I'm tired of saying that
Because
word.
it gets them attention.
Of course, of course, but that's the thing. If that's what the fuck we've like come to, then just give the fuck up. Give up, not us, because we know we're
You
able
know,
to
back
protect ourselves. We know that there's a such thing as government tyranny. We know that's why the Second Amendment was created. It wasn't for a fucking guns are great. They can be used in multiple applications. But it wasn't for fucking home invasions. They weren't worried about that. It wasn't for fucking anything else other than to protect us against tyrannical governments, whether it be our own or an invading one.
that's specifically what the Second Amendment said.
Yeah, well, yeah. But people don't understand it because of the wording. It doesn't literally specifically say that.
Uh, it does.
No, it doesn't literally say against. It
Well-regulated
doesn't say
militia being necessary to the security of a free state. It does exactly say that.
the security of a free state. You're right, but and I understand that. Trust me, I get that. But it doesn't literally say against a fucking tyrannical government. And these are what this is where all of the fucking scrutiny comes in at, is that people want to feel special, people want all this, and that's where the racism part is coming at. I'm sorry, because it
You know,
doesn't say for blacks too,
you
or what,
know.
or for whoever too. It doesn't say that
Well,
in
it
there.
certainly doesn't say for white people.
It says it's for everybody, but people want to be fucking included. So now let's be mad that the Second Amendment doesn't say for gays also or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Or the right of the people, even the black ones,
Yeah,
keep and
yeah.
bear arms.
The right of the people, even the gays and the blacks. You know what I
Uh,
mean? Like it doesn't. So people need to feel special and all this shit. But with the fucking tyrannical part, that would squash so many arguments if people just understood what the Second Amendment was for.
well,
It
they
would
don't
kill it.
understand what a fucking tyrannical government even is, considering we're living under one and nobody seems to give a shit.
Well, yeah, and they're feeding it. And they're fucking feeding this tyrannical monster government.
The
But,
FOID is racist, and our concealed carry permit process is uh, against the poor.
well, that's what well, I've heard that. I don't know if Oz is being cute and funny or not, or serious,
No,
but I've heard that before.
the
What?
FOID was
To stop
uh,
poors from getting guns.
black ones
Well, right,
and
but you would.
Hispanics. I mean, we don't want you spics having guns neither.
Yeah, well, too bad, buddy. I'm
You know,
strapped
you
up.
think about though, and I have Mikey back me up on this one. Back when we were younger, in our 20s, it was much, much rarer to see anybody get their 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, that part. Nobody had anything to fucking do this shit. Like, oh, I'm sad. Nobody notices me. I know how they're all gonna know my name. I'm gonna go shoot up a
Back
bunch of fucking toddlers.
back then, our saying to combat a lot of this shit was sticks and stones, you know. So, what the fuck happened to that shit? No, Floyd's firearm owner's identification card. And it's, you know, clearly it's not really a cash ploy because it's $10 for 10 years. Now Pritzker tried to raise it, but
Yeah, well, wasn't that too? That was part of the NFA also. Was the fucking they said that the higher tax was gonna stop fucking criminals from getting a hold of shit.
criminals are the ones who had the most money to blow.
No shit. No shit.
So I just robbed a First National. I'm gonna order me a fucking
Uh,
stamp, machine gun.
it's so I
I'll
don't
be able to rob one in 2 or 3 years.
I wish that I was older and had my like more of my wits
No,
about
you
me.
don't.
No, when I was a kid. Like I just
Oh yeah, no
when all
shit.
that shit was happening as a kid and I seen all these guns, I wish I had my wits about me because I'll be goddamned where the fuck did a Glock 18 show up in the middle of nowhere fucking in Chicago or a fucking full auto AK or fucking you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy some of the guns that were fucking hanging around when I was
I,
preteen during my teen years and preteen.
I've actually not had any interest in machine guns. Really, never have.
Well, no, yeah, I'm just
Uh,
saying. My thing is though, is their appearance. Where the fuck did they come from? That's what
I
I
was.
wish. You know,
They steal them.
from where? From who? How?
There was a railroad car in Chicago broken into with a military shipment
Oh,
of
that would explain that.
arms.
That would explain that.
Probably been 10 years now that happened, but that also happened when I was down in East St. Louis.
Yeah.
They hit military. How the fuck they know that? It's not in the U.S. Army box carts. It's in fucking one of those box carts been tagged all over.
Well, because somebody pointed their elbow in that direction. Obvious. I mean, somebody had to tip them off. That was on
Now,
the inside.
I've always had a thing for the Gatling gun. I could fucking get one of those if I had the money.
Oh yeah, that'd be sweet.
Uh,
I didn't own it,
because
sexy. I just shot it, but still, where the fuck did it show up at? That's what my question is where did all these exotic fucking firearms that were illegal within the fucking couple thousand-mile radius?
I don't know. The
It was just
part of
weird,
it,
but that makes sense though. But I don't think they have any Glock. The Glock 18 was definitely not on a fucking military list anywhere that I know of.
the thing is when I was younger, in my early 20s, I could have bought a machine gun.
Yeah,
I mean, there wasn't any issues with getting them. You still would have had to pay the tax stamp, but they were available to buy because they were able to be made still.
right.
Now, I've never looked at the cost of one or anything to know
Can't
what
you
that
get a
would have been.
can't you get a crank one without a tax stamp?
Yes,
Yeah, okay. That's
for
where I would
now.
be. That's where I would be
That's,
at.
that's why I'm talking about the Gatling gun. You can get a Gatling gun. They, uh, you have to. I think you have to have that go through an FFL.
I would imagine.
Uh, but I don't know for sure because you might be able to pick them up off of your uh, CNR. Still have firearms. You have FFL, but you wouldn't have to go through a gun shop. You could go and buy it with your CNR license.
Yeah. He says there's train robberies in fucking California too, weapons, electronics, food, etc.
The
Fucking,
one on
I'm sure it happens everywhere. Yeah, wherever a
the
fucking
one on
freight train goes through.
Chicago made the news because we discussed it in Gun Channel.
Yeah,
Because
I was a
there
grown ass. I was 30 at that point in time, 31 at that point in time.
there was discussion about how there was no fucking fence around the storage yard where the thing was sitting. And that's about the extent of what I remember about it. But I was down in East St. Louis when they did it down there, and they kept that shit quiet.
Well, that's why I said there's no way of actually stopping the. There's always going to be a crooked cop or a crooked military officer or whatever the fuck, whatever they call him, military guy. There's always going to be somebody crooked, and we've already talked about gang members sending people to infiltrate the military anyway to get the training out of them, all that shit, and that's been a proven fact.
I really had no idea that happened either until you told me that one day.
Yeah, that's it. But it's
I
been.
thought
Mm,
thought it was a clever fucking idea if you think about it, but
it is.
it
It's a
just
way to get
never
your
occurred
guys.
to me.
You're in a fucking. You wake up every day with the possibility of being in a gunfight. It only makes sense to send your guys out to get real life fucking combat training.
Yeah,
But I mean, that's besides the point, though. My point is that fucking it short of melting every single gun in existence, criminals are still going to get a hold of guns. Period. We are the ones that are going to be fucked. I'm not a criminal.
that's
You're not a
that's
criminal. We will be
that's the
fucked.
pipe. That's the pipe dream they have.
No, they want their military to still have guns. They want their police to still have guns. They want their private security to still have guns. And that's what I'm saying. You want a couple extra few $1,000s for some free guns that you didn't have to pay for? Military guy, security guy, police guy, whoever, and you got access to them? Fuck, there's handfuls of people that would take that opportunity to sell a chunk of illegal guns to
Yeah, but
criminals.
their pipe dream is that every law-abiding citizen that has a gun in this country will freely turn them in to be melted down.
I mean, that'll never. I listen.
No,
Yeah, it'll never happen. Though there's too many people that are going to resist that. Way too many people that are going to resist that.
you're gonna have to fucking kill me to get mine.
Yeah.
But I'm an old man already, so
Or rape. I mean, think about it. If they get enough people in there to rape you, they could probably take your guns too.
how the hell did rape come in?
I'm just saying. Figure it's got to take about 4 or 5 guys, something like that. I don't know. 4 or 5 guys coming to my house. They might get my gun. Not the ones buried though.
Not, not while I'm breathing.
Yeah. They cover the one in L.A. they showed for a day, then pulled because most of the people that did were in the BLM and can't. Is that's still a thing, or was this a while ago? This is probably a while ago. But is BLM isn't still a thing, right? Like they realized that their leader was a white guy and that they were funded by an old Jewish German guy.
You still see Black Lives Matter signs at some of these news things that they show.
Oh Lord, how stupid can you be? Your group is ran by white people. Does that not sound suspicious to anybody that's out there listening from BLM? Not that they would listen to the show, but
Well, fucking Whitey's worse about fucking color virtue signaling than anybody else.
we hate whites unless, they're funding us. Then they're cool. Or unless,
Especially those fucking yuppie, goddamn, stupid ass suburban housewives that don't have anything in life to do.
oh my God, that's my Black Lives Matter is my favorite hashtag.
Here, put this in your mouth, bitch, while you got time to think.
Yeah, I got something for you. I got something for you. Read this literature while you lick my balls. Here's Sean. Here's pictures of Sean King's family when he was a child and his hair before he made it nappy with shoe polish.
Oh shit!
I didn't
All
even
right,
know
where are we
that was a
going now?
thing. Alabama. Did we talk about Alabama yet?
The church.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about Ukraine because goddamn fucking Sean's gonna talk about it tonight. So that'd be like I mean,
I mentioned it, but we didn't go any further into it because you hadn't heard about it.
oh yeah, Alabama church shooting leaves 2 people dead, 1 wounded. Suspect in custody. The shooting broke out at St. Stephen's Episcopal Church. What am I saying that right? Episcopal.
Episcopal, yeah.
Yeah, Episcopal Church in Vestavia Hills, Alabama, around 6:20 p.m. That's another thing too, guys.
You know,
Have your churches during the day, like in the morning, early
you
morning.
know, They go in there. They don't care. Uh, they
Nah,
said something that
ain't no gunman up at
they,
6 in the morning, Tony.
they said something in the TV. Who was doing interviews with members of the church and members of the community there. And one guy from the community said this has always been thought of as the safest neighborhood in the world. Like that right there is perfect evidence of why everybody should own a fucking gun
Yeah, yeah, 'cause your perfect world could be shattered one day, and
by
then
some son of a bitch with a gun or
yeah,
car.
and then he's still alive to fucking go through the court process and trial and all that other shit when he's already been proven guilty. Like that's the type of motherfucker you need to shoot on sight.
Well, yeah.
That's
Not
it.
only does he kill people and make us look bad as pro 2A guys, but he costs us money.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that too. Yeah. But I mean, and listen, I'll try to say that violence is never the way to go. Like, if there's another way to go besides violence, try to do that. But there's some motherfuckers that just need to be put the fuck down. And
Uh,
these type of people, these type of fucking shooters that want to go and take out innocent people because they're bored or because they're fucking faggots and nobody pays attention to them or whatever their stupid fucking reason is, them are the type of people put down.
yeah, and Hinckley should have never got out.
Oh yeah, he's scot free. Did you hear about that?
Yes, I did.
Scot fucking free. Scot free. There's that. I just had that up here too. A trans cyclist that could be banned for another 2 years for being a man. No.
So, you think Biden put on some extra staff?
I could be next. I'm waiting on it to load, but yeah, 67 is freed from court oversight more than 40 years after he shot and wounded President Ronald Reagan. After 41 years, 2 months, and 15 days, freedom at last, he wrote on Twitter. ADC judge made the ruling after he said in September that he would free John Hinckley Jr. from restrictions on June 15th as long as he would continue to do well. Did it ever come out yet? Have we ever had any unsealed documents that Bush made Hinckley do this?
Not that I've heard of.
Uh, okay. I didn't know. I don't. I know it's suspicious. The Bushes are suspect to me. I don't give a fuck about what nobody says or anything like that. Conservative, I don't care. The Bushes are fucking. They seem like they're devious and underhanded.
What, do you make your old lady shave her pussy because you're anti-Bush?
Well, yeah. Yeah. Later, sexy. Yeah, I don't.
Have a good one.
I'm anti-Bush with that too. I like a little something, but not a lot. What up, gunmetal guy? He missed an
Hey,
hour. Yeah, we're wrapping up right about now.
yeah, it's about time to go eat some noodles.
Yeah, it's Friday's show. But yeah, I say, and you just disagreed with me, sort of, but I would say to people that hold their churches in the morning that they'll be fine. 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, no one's going over there
Well,
to kill nobody.
most of the time they'll go and shoot up a church when there's people in it to shoot. Otherwise, it's just vandalism.
Well, yeah,
You don't get on the news with that shit unless you do it with the AR.
but that is the highest form of vandalism, though.
I don't think so. I believe that the fertilizer and diesel fuel version is higher.
No. Well, did he do it? Did they do it to a church?
No, but if they had done it to a church, it would have been a little more than a few bullet holes.
Church vandalism is the worst vandalism, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I thought you meant the gun.
Oh yeah, no, you could do a lot more damage than the fucking little stupid gun.
Nah, fuck. People vandalize churches all the fucking time.
Well, yeah.
Just check out how many times people have stolen shit from nativity scenes?
Why
And
would
I heard a
somebody do that
stat.
anyway?
I fuck if I know.
To just have a piece of it?
I have no idea why.
Wouldn't that defeat the purpose? Like, I love God so much that I want to steal a piece of them from, well, I don't know. It defeats the purpose. Can't steal
Or they steal the
me.
baby Jesus because they don't think Jesus is real.
Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah, that makes more sense.
I don't. I don't know. I was stunned at how much it actually happens though when I heard this a few years ago.
Abortion people stick like a coat hanger in his forehead or something like that. Put it back.
Uh,
Mary should
well,
have had a choice.
she did.
God, no, God sent an angel down to fucking let her know that she was gonna be lightning raped.
Had she just went out and got a dick stuck in her, God would have rejected her.
Yeah,
She had a choice.
yeah.
See, all Catholics put too much faith in Mary, which is why the rest of us religions fucking hate you.
Yeah. Hey, listen. She's the, fucking saves us from
So
our
here you go.
sins. She's one of the rosary fucking prayers, man. Come on.
Answer me this.
I'm listening.
I have heard this from a couple of Catholics when I was growing up, but did Mary remain a virgin for her whole life, even after she got married?
Hell no. Hell no. As soon as she...
I'll tell you what, they were taught down there where I grew up in Missouri that she remained virgin forever.
You're crazy. As soon as
I'm
she
like,
had...
it says she has fucking siblings. Or
Yeah.
Jesus had siblings.
Yeah, James, anyone? But no, yeah. Fucking Joe was plowing that shit after she shitted Jesus out.
If you ever watch any of the movies that portray that, Mary's always very pretty.
Call me God.
Who's your God now?
Yeah, who's your God now?
Fucking bolt the lightning hit you in the balls.
No,
I am.
he's got like one of those old radio rigs where they used to do like thunder and lightning and shit. He just rattles a pan like, "Who's your God now?" All right,
Oh God.
We're getting silly.
Just when I thought we'd never get quicker route to hell.
We're already on our way. Don't worry about it.
That slope's getting steeper though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Soon it's just gonna be a straight drop.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm done. I don't got nothing else.
I am too.
All right. Have a good weekend, everybody. We got some shows coming up. Night Strike's gonna be on tonight. Ponnery's gonna have the War Room on tonight, where he's gonna talk about what we were gonna talk about, but now he's gonna talk about it, so that's cool. Gizzard Gary, and he's gonna be on Sunday too. With the he's got Foul Territory, then the that early bird special, and I think that's it.
I would have did a little show research, but
Oh wait, P11 two's on Saturday. My bad. Go ahead.
I was too fucking busy trying to get the yard mowed and not roast to death in the fucking heat because I had air conditioner go out.
Friday's our shittiest show anyway, so it don't matter. That's the one we kind of just phone in. Except we did have a good little fucking Second Amendment conversation for a second, though.
Well, I know that when we left Wednesday, we was planning on doing something specific Friday, but we didn't get there.
It was racism in the Second Amendment. I just missed most of my note. I've been fucking pacing back and forth instead of looking at my notes, so there's that.
All right. Good day, everybody.
Bye-bye.
I know this time of day. I know this is just a play. Look at the time, my friend. The answer's right in front of you. You're watching the Hollywood podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the Hollywood podcast. podcast. You're watching the new podcast.